the forms of treatment you had to go through?
Yes, I went through surgery. I went through radiation, and after radiation, first I went through surgery, then chemo, and then radiation after.
And I understand, and you know, my memory goes to my mom. She only had radiation treatment, but I know that the treatment itself can be harsh. While cancer does kill the cancer cells,
Yes.
but it also kills the normal cells.
Correct. And I think the worst thing was, I won't even wish it on my worst enemy, is going through chemo. Radiation, I didn't find is as bad as chemo. Chemo is the one that really, it's a very painful thing to go through.
So how did you cope with the treatment in terms of, you know, did you have to go through certain diet changes, lifestyle changes, so that you could just cope with that treatment?
Yes, especially when I was going through chemo, I did change my diet a bit. And sometimes you could not eat. That was the worst time, because you would throw up going through chemo, and you're constantly sick. If you feel very sick, you couldn't eat. But yet whatever I could eat, I changed my diet. And after 3-4 days, or at least 7 days, when I had some energy, I would get up and go out of the house, go get some fresh air, go for a walk. And that sort of helped me to go back after 2 weeks for the second round of the chemo. And I think it's very important that you keep your lifestyle active even though you're going through chemo. It's very important. And that's what I did.
And I know somewhere along you had also mentioned the word depression in our earlier conversation. So how did you cope with the depression part of this whole sickness?
It's, staying home, like, after your chemo treatment, you couldn't do anything. You're just laying down and trying to think. The question came in, why me? And there is no answer to that why. You just have to stay positive. And that's when I realized that I have to stay positive and be strong. And that's the only way I'm going to make it through. And depression, I think when I thought about myself that I have to be strong to go through all this and have a positive attitude, I think slowly my depression started going away, because I started thinking about positive things. And that really helped me with my depression as well, not thinking about the negative things, staying positive and thinking about that I'm going to make it through. And of course, I'm a living proof, but that's very helpful, I think, for anyone that's going through cancer, to stay very positive.
And what type of family support did you have?
I had amazing friends. They would take care of me, and my family as well. So I was very supportive. I think without them and without my faith, I don't think I would have survived.
And what about, I know you mentioned also that you have a son.
Yes, I do.
How did he feel when he saw his mother suffering?
I think it was very hard, because he's just lost his grandpa.
Yes.
Who he was very close to, and 2.5 months later his mother's diagnosed with cancer. It was very hard for him, but again, I think him being a very strong and a very positive person, I think he came out very, very well, and I'm really proud of him that he was very there supporting me. And to see a young kid going through all that, it was so I'm really proud that he's being a very strong boy.
And you are active in this dragon boat, Breast in a Boat. Share with our viewers, what is it? And I know there's a group of women there out there who are probably survivors of
Yes.
breast cancer, and really a community supporting each other on this, I would like to call it journey of healing.
Yes, yes, it is actually. I joined last October in dragon boating. It's Breast in a Boat, and all these women there, all cancer survivors. The energy, the positivity they have is just incredible. And we all go paddle out. We've done 3 regattas, we've done races. It's been it's been really, really good energy from this woman, looking at them, and it's a power of healing again to see this woman. All these women are cancer survivors, and so positive, so much energy. We don't drool on cancer. We all there to have fun and keep our lives active, and this is very important once you've gone through cancer, to keep yourself very active.
Yes, keeping active, keeping busy, and that community. The word is satsang. It's a form of satsang.
Yes.
Satsang, generally, when we think about in the Indo-Canadian or the South Asian communities, when you go to a temple, or when you are doing kirtan together, or having some sort of a prayer session, we call it satsang.
Right.
But I would like to broaden that term. The satsang means like when you're with a group of women who are there in a dragon boat doing this work, it is a form of satsang. It is that support,
Yes.
that you're all having this one direction,
Yes.
which is about your health. And they say, like when there's a one person doing prayer as opposed to 100 people, it multiplies the energy. It's the same thing when there's one person meditating and there's 1,000 people sitting and meditating. The energy is very different. It's more powerful.
Yes, because we all traveled on the same path.
That's right.
We've all gone through the same thing.
Absolutely. And I want to share also with our viewers that when we, whether it's cancer, breast cancer, addiction, depression, anxiety, any kind of illness that comes to us, one of the things is that the big word is shame, that
Yes.
we may end up carrying shame, and the reason is that we feel when the community or the people we are close to, when they'll find out, they'll judge
The
us.
stigma that
They'll
we have.
judge us because of our lifestyle or what we may have done. So I'm really encouraging our viewers, people who are listening, is really come from that place of compassion and support. And shame actually can push people into this tunnel
Yes.
of darkness and
Yes.
depression.
Yes,
That
that's
if we come from a place of compassion, love, support, care, and kindness, we can actually support so many people to heal with so many challenges in life. Because when we take this form of human being, life has got ups and downs.
Yes, definitely, yes.
And we have to learn certain tools on how to go from this up and down. When we are down, using certain tools to bring ourselves up. And it is really our responsibility for family, friends, community to support those who are struggling and suffering.